Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the Honda Civic Sport. This is a great affordable car. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Honda here in Murray for giving me some time with this Civic. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through a CVT. Fuel economy is 31 around town and then 39 on the highway, with power outputs being 150 horsepower and then 133 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you're going to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, I like the new hood design on the Civic. It's a lot flatter compared to before. Like, there's a lot less happening, but it just looks a lot cleaner, and that's just the overall front end design. Look at the turn signal indicators. Those are also really sharp looking. Of course, got the Honda logo front and center. And yeah, overall the elements on this I think look good together, like the contrast with the white and the darker elements. It's good. Now on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235 by 40 by 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels completely blacked out. Cool design as well. And then here's a quick look at the trim around the fender. You can see the mirror caps are also blacked out, and that's the kind of the theme with this car, is the contrast with the white and the black. And then this leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function, remote start. We got the opening for the trunk, Honda logo there in the back, and pop it open. And popping into the rear, we've got plenty of storage space in the back. We also have these little pull tabs here for these seats to throw them down. But yeah, I mean, it's a practical little sedan. When you're all done, just plop. You got your sport badge there. You guys can see the taillights, and this is where you can really see the metallic flake in the paint, which is kind of cool. But that's the rest of the rear. And then, as you can see, we've got this kind of like cool looking trim down below, and then there is some cloth trim right there. I like to look at the window control and then the door handle. And then here are the seats, cloth with this package. Quickly pop in, legroom. Yeah, pretty good. And there's like a vinyl insert here in the center portion and on the sides of the seat, which is kind of cool. Headroom back here is actually pretty good. And then, popping to the front, you guys can see again with the kind of like, it almost looks like a soft touch, but not, but nice trim there. And then down below, we've got a bunch of cloth trim. Front 2 windows are automatic. You got your mirror adjustments, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. Then here's the front seat. Again, more cloth trim, manually adjustable. Pretty fancy looking pedals. See the little vent trim here, and then the dash is actually soft touch. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see soft touch trim all around, and then you got the stitching in the center. Paddle shifters here on the back of the steering wheel, and then you got practical controls like your adaptive cruise control, your lane centering, voice command, volume controls, all of that. Traditional stocks on the back, and then digital gauge cluster here, which we can use to scroll through different bits of, okay, there we go, different bits of information on the car, so pretty easy to use. And then we also have our drive mode select, which we can scroll through. Backup camera in reverse, trajectory lines do turn with the steering wheel, pretty good resolution. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, got some analog controls on either side. It is a touchscreen, by the way. But yeah, it's got some physical buttons too, so overall usability is pretty good. Got the giant vent design here that goes all the way across. Like I said, soft touch here at the top. And then you got like the piano black trim down below. Fancy finish there with the climate control, single zone climate. Got a bunch of little USB ports and everything. Shifter here for that CVT. Got some cup holders. You can see the drive mode select, and then our parking brake, auto stop start, brake hold, all of that. More storage here. Like this trim here on the top. I think that's pretty nice. Got our manual mirror dimmer with this as well, and then no sunroof or anything like that. Here's a quick look at our window sticker. You can see 2025 Civic Sport, $27,800 is total MSRP. And let's see how it drives. Well, let us reverse off. Visibility, blind spot running through both the mirrors. You can see there's the rear. It's pretty normal for a sedan visibility wise. The backup camera obviously helps out with that rearward visibility that isn't as good as some of the other angles on this. So Honda Civic. I already reviewed the new hybrid this year. I was really impressed with that. But obviously, you know, I'll get all the other packages for you guys as well. And I really want to do another Civic Corolla comparison, but the one that I'm really wanting to do is the new Civic Hybrid versus the Corolla Hybrid. That'll be very hard to put together because both those cars are sold out, but I'll figure it out, hopefully. So, I will say, seats are pretty comfortable. A little bit firmer, but not bad at all. I always have that debate in my mind whether I like soft seats or firm seats. I kind of think I like firm seats more because they're more consistent, whereas, you know, the soft seats will soften even more over time, and I don't know, it's not bad, but I like it when they're just kind of consistent with the feeling over time. Decent power for the entry-level powertrain. That's pretty smooth with the delivery. Again, it is CVT, so you're always gonna have that factor, but not too shabby right off the bat, if I do say so myself. Yeah, it's smooth. Suspension's pretty comfortable too. And it's, I mean, it's you know, it's an economy car at the end of the day, but it's got pretty good insulation. I wouldn't say it's necessarily any better than in the competition, but it's not too bad. Definitely feels more upscale compared to a lot of other cars. The only other car that I would say feels upscale like this in this segment is the Mazda 3. Those definitely have a more luxury feel to them as well. Ah, yield train. Let's get a little acceleration here. Solid. Solid. So, this entry-level Civic, it's a good car. Again, sub $30,000. And if you look at pricing in the car market, this is about the same price as the average used car. The average used car is, yeah, in this $26,000, $27,000 price range. So getting a brand new car, full warranty, good fuel economy, this is a solid package. The one thing that always still confused me about Honda is why they don't offer all-wheel drive on their sedans. It seems kind of strange because all the competition does at this point. Mazda does, Toyota does. I guess Hyundai doesn't, so that's another one. But it's not like the worst thing ever, obviously, but it would be, in my opinion, it would be nice if Honda offered an all-wheel drive version of this. And I think maybe they think that's going to cut into sales of like the HRV, like, oh, if someone wants all-wheel drive, just get an HRV. And it's like, I get that, but I don't know, there's always people that want the all-wheel drive grip, but they don't want, you know, a higher ride height. They don't want, and also, you know, SUVs tend to get worse fuel economy. They want something that's like these cars, they get better fuel economy too. So there's just a lot of benefits. But either way, let me know what you guys think about the Civic Sport here. But what I'd say is it's a great, affordable car, and again, it's brand new. Excuse me, brand new, full warranty, and so yeah, it's just a solid option overall. But let me know your thoughts.